Republican Senator John Barrasso from the fine state of Wyoming on what he makes of picks that are going to be very eager to undo the work of their predecessors if they're confirmed. Senator, how do you feel about all this?
Well, as the White House spokesman just said, elections have consequences. Donald Trump won, talking about make America great again, make America grow again. And I think both Tom Price as well as Scott Pruitt represent people who have a lot of experience at the state level. Scott is Attorney General. Tom is a state legislator who then served in Congress. So I think they are really going to do a much better job than what we've seen in the Obama administration with its one-size-fits-all approach and a regulatory rampage that I think has actually hurt our economy and put people out of work.
I wonder whether Pruitt will have the tougher confirmation hearings. Of course, Republicans control both bodies, but I'm wondering, given the fact that he has dared to question climate change or dared to question the yawning gap between regulations that benefit the environment and those that will be balanced out with saving jobs, that it's been more on the former and not enough on the latter. Will that come back to bite him? Will some people say, well, wait a minute, your edict is the Environmental Protection Agency. This is something a Republican president created, Richard Nixon. You seem to be refuting its very purpose. You say what?
We all want clean air. We all want clean water. I come from Wyoming, one of the most beautiful states anywhere.
Absolutely.
And yet we've dealt with an EPA that has made it much, much harder for us with our beautiful environment to have jobs in terms of energy development, energy exploration. And the EPA's regulations that I've seen under the Obama administration have been very costly with very little, if without any, actual benefit. So I'm looking forward to having somebody in charge of the EPA that focuses on clean air, clean water without hurting our economy in the process. I think that's what's the key there, Neil. Now, it's hard to know what the Democrats in the Senate are going to do in terms of confirmation, which was your question. You know, when Harry Reid changed the rules of the Senate so that you only need 51 votes, I think it's going to be a lot harder for them to slow down or stop
he might rue that
nominees.
Move, right? Yeah, he might rue those days. Stepping back from this, and you're a doctor by training, do you think the health care law, if I could just switch to that a second, is we keep hearing, Senator, that it's going to take time. It could take up to 3 years. And I understand the complexity of that, but a lot of people were expecting quick and dramatic action on that. If that timetable is right, I don't know if it is, it would mean that millions, maybe tens of millions more could sign up for the Affordable Care Act, thereby making it even tougher for you guys to disentangle them from it or to something else by the time you do.
Well, we plan to very quickly in the next administration put on President Trump's desk a piece of legislation to repeal significant portions of the health care law, and then the replacement will be done in an orderly manner to make sure that people whose lives have been terribly disrupted by this health care law aren't disrupted any further. But just last week, Gallup poll, 8 out of 10 Americans say that the health care law ought to either be repealed and replaced or significantly changed because the costs to taxpayers as well as to individual people and their health insurance are much too high.
Senator, thank you for taking the time. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Neil.